Hello everybody, I just want to show you a new feature that I'm working on here. This will be out in, what version will it be called? Probably RaceTab 3.8. Again, we're on track for 4.0, and really this is RaceTab 4, but I'm not going to call it 4 until I'm good and ready. So it's 3.8. But we're getting close to that crucial 4.0 number when I get kind of all the features that I have in my mind out into this software. So what we're talking about today is split points, and there's going to be more that we do with splits in the future. Right now I have the very core structure, and this is the first time I actually can really do anything. So the idea behind split points, and by the way, the split points button is going to be up here on the setup tab. So the idea is that you're setting up points where you're going to record a split. This could be stuff you're doing manually, potentially stuff you're doing with links, and it also could potentially be mats that you're putting out for chip system. In the case that you're going to record a start and a finish, that's 2 split points right there, and then any other split points in between for a given race will be other split points. So maybe you're doing start, mile, 2 mile, and finish for a 5K. So each of those would be a split point. So all you do to set one up here is, if I type in boys 5K 2 mile, and then I can give it a short name in case we need to abbreviate it. And if you edit these, you need to put it under a certain event and give it a distance. There's some other stuff in here that I won't really get into but I'll get into that in a different tutorial. But this would be with dealing with the actual chip reader. If you're doing a chip reader, you can actually manually type in the split reads here, and that's actually what I've done on the mile split. I've actually put in a couple of the bib numbers here. I've just typed these in manually with the time and the split. So we just put in the bib number and put in the time just like we might manually do on the results. So that's what I have in there now, just 2 splits, right? And that is for our 5K race. If I go over to the Publish tab and I publish the results here, what we have here is their 5K final time. What I'm about to show you is literally hasn't been released, is what I just did in the past hour. If we go to Advanced Customize here, so in other words it may change slightly. Advanced Customize here, we can choose to show only this event, so we're only going to show the 5K, and we're going to choose a split point. We're only going to show the mile split point. So if I click Done, now instead of that final time that we saw before, we see their actual times at that split. So it is essentially making that split as if that is a race in and of itself, and showing you at the mile these were the times. And this is useful, for example, in a cross-country race. If you wanted to say, okay, let's give me a picture of what the race looked like at the mile mark, and it would actually, in cross-country, again, because it's treating these as the final times in this case, it would actually score out the race at that mile mark. So you'd be like, okay, well, this team is in the lead with this many points, and that team's in the lead this many points to the mile. You can go ahead and do that at the 2 mile, and you can really get a pretty cool idea in cross-country of how the team battle as well as the individual battle played out throughout the course of the race. That's pretty neat. I hope that you guys will like that. I know some people have hacked doing this with high tech in the past by setting up a completely separate event for each mark, and which I guess works, but maybe isn't ideal. Hopefully this will be a bit more ideal. So we'll continue to do more with splits. I'm going to add in the option to have it with the final results where it has the splits underneath it. I'm going to add it with the option that it adds additional columns with split 1, split 2, and final mark, and stuff like that. Maybe possibly another option to just automatically split out separate results for each split. Not 100% sure yet. I'm kind of just working through this and trying to do what makes sense, but hopefully you like this direction, and at least this functionality will be out in the next update. Thank you.